What's up everyone, I'm excited today. I just got the DJI LITO X1 in the mail, so I'm going to unbox it, set it up and show you exactly what you need to do to get started. LITO X1, and before we jump in, if you have just bought this and you are looking or thinking of getting one, this video should save you time and probably a bit of frustration, so let's dive into it. So this is a fly more combo, so you get the carrying bag. DJI as usual, very clean packaging and all. So first look, we have the drone here. This is my palm and this is the size of the drone. So you get a very small drone here. You have the RC2 controller. There you go. Two-way charger, as DJI likes to call it. So if you buy the Fly More, you get 3 batteries as usual, and DJI says that this should give you about 36 minutes of flight time. And the new thing in this charging is that the previous ones, if you were charging the batteries, it wouldn't charge all of them at once. It would charge one and then move on to the next. But with this one, with the parallel charging, you can plug in, or if you plug in the charger, it charges all the batteries inserted in the charging case. DJI stickers, a manual that you never read, and some extra propellers. Yep, so that's what you get for the Fly More combo. So this is the LITO X1 straight out of the box, and you can see that right away it stands out in design. It is very compact, looks very clean, and it's something you can just throw in your pocket or just put in a bag and you start flying. I put it in my palms, and this is the size of it as compared to my palm. Now, I'm not a very tall person, so I'm an average height, so this is the size as you see in my palm over there. There are not a lot of buttons on it too, so the only button on it is the power button up here for turning it on, and there are 2 slots behind it, which is one is for the SD card and then one is for charging if you put batteries into it. And in front here you can see this mantis looking design up here. So this is the LiDAR for detecting objects or obstructions, particularly at night. And then you have the omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. You have 2 cameras. You have one up here and then you have one under the drone to detect objects or obstructions. It is also worth mentioning that if you've never flown one of DJI's drones, you have to install the DJI Fly app. It's on Apple Store, it's on Play Store. You have to install that before connecting it to the drone. So right now we have the DJI Fly set up already. If you finish setting up, this is what you're going to see. If I press on the profile here, you will see my name. So I have the battery here, and we just slot it into the hole here. That's the locking. Now when you unlock this wing over here, the right rear wing over here, the gimbal will turn on automatically. So just get that one out. That's it. Now it's turned on and you have the light flashing. Pull this one out and then pull this one out. So we have the gimbal turned on by itself automatically. Or if you want to turn it off yourself, or if you want to turn it on, you first press on this one and then you press again to hold it. So press 1 and then hold it. And then gimbal turns off. If you want to turn it on the same way, so if you've never used one of these and you're wondering what the controllers are, they're always at the back here. That's where you find it. So you can just take it out and stick it on. Alright, now I already have the controller sticks locked in, so we're just gonna unlock the antenna this way, and then this goes this way. To turn on the controller too is the same way. You press the power button once and then press it again and then you hold. So 1, hold. That's it. So just wait for it to boot, and it's just simple English from here. Just press next English, you agree, and to United Kingdom. That's it. Next. And then you have to connect it to Wi-Fi to set up the gimbal. So I'm going to enter the Wi-Fi password over here. Set the time. And on this stage, you have logged in with your Fly app, login details, and then you just have to activate. Now everything is done, activate successful, and that's you done. Just gonna get prompts to update the gimbal, just do it the way. Once the firmware is updated, there's a couple of things I want to point out. If in the UK, you will notice that all new drones starting January this year have this classification on it. So this is under 250 grams. So you have a UK 0 classification, which means that you can fly over people. There's also one thing that you need to know is if you're flying this drone, because it has a camera, you need to get a flyer ID and an operator ID if you own it. So that is the civic aviation rules that has been set now this year. So please check if you require a flyer ID or an operator ID. Also, you may notice that when the drone came up, it had a green flashing light. This is also another aviation rule that all drones need to have this light at night, so that when you're flying at night, other aviation bodies can identify or see that there's a drone in air. So you see that all new drones coming up will have this, even if it's not DJI. Once the update finishes, it will connect to the drone, and you can see here the camera is already showing on the RC2 controller. You can see here if I turn it around to look this way. So yeah, that is it. Pretty much simple, easy setup. Now we have the options here, the fly mode and whatever you want to use. I'll do that. This is the LITO X1 impression and unboxing. It's pretty much easy and straightforward to do. If you want to see me test this drone, kindly subscribe and then you see the next upload. And I'll see you later. Bye.